A little tip I'm gonna point out here that is coming quite handy for me over the time I've been building my airplane is use of these little Magswitch magnets. These actually came out of I guess magnetic feather board. But I find quite often happens when I'm trying to cut a piece of metal and I press down on the shear, even though this bar here is supposed to lock the metal in place, sometimes there's still a little bit of shifting that can go on before this, I think, fully clamps down. So I found it useful to go ahead and just use these little Magswitch magnets. And all you do is you just press them down, give them a turn, and then that locks the sheet metal down in place. Actually comes in pretty handy in this case as well, because this is sort of a long floppy piece and there's a big piece that's hanging off the end here as well. So once I've got that locked down, all I need to do is just loosen these up and line up on my cut line. And that one looks good. And that keeps everything good and secure. Maybe slide this one a little bit more forward, and keeps everything clamped down even to the shear. Just double check and make sure I've got yep, everything looks lined up, and all I've got to do is just give it a press. And I find nothing shifted, and I've got, I'm on my cut line. Nothing's if it's visible. If it's visible there, I mean basically my cut was exactly where I needed it to be. So just to see if I could provide sort of an interesting view of cutting sheet metal, this is looking near the shear bar itself. Right here is the hold down bar, and then down here is if I can get my finger out of the way, right here is actually the shear itself, and of course that's the edge of the table of the shear. So we'll go ahead and give this a cut. And that's the cut right there, and I can see blue, so that means that I stayed on my line and nothing drifted.